What's going on, folks? Stone Chef 710 coming at you live. I want to welcome you to episode number 19 of Conversation Corner. It has been an interesting journey thus far, and I know it's going to only get even more interesting as the time goes on. I'd like to apologize for the hiatus that I've been on. I've been trying to deal with work and living arrangements and all that stuff. Thankfully, I have some really good friends, excuse me, that are allowing me to, have a roof over my head while I'm getting back on my feet after the whole Dallas debacle. It was a bit of an issue, but as always, we don't let anything hold us back. Always moving forward and use any and everything possible as an opportunity to grow as a human being, grow with morals, character, and be a better person. No matter what, that's always the most important thing. There's been a lot going on this year so far in the last 2 weeks and 2 days. I believe we're in day 25 or day 26 of the government shutdown, longest shutdown in United States history. It's just turning into a real shit show, even more than it already was. That's how shit happens. When you put somebody in office that has no idea what the fuck they're doing, this is what happens. I mean, for Christ's sake, Donald Trump has like 18 or 20 different investigations that he's the center point of. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, he was under investigation by the FBI because they thought he was working for Russia secretly. That's absolutely preposterous, just completely preposterous, because there's no secret about it. If you look at everything he's ever said about Russia and Vladimir Putin, it just goes to show it's not a secret. Did you paint your toenails?
No, I'll explain it later when you're not doing whatever you're doing.
Okay.
I'm going to be making noise for a second. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I got it on my headphones, so it'll probably pick it up, but my voice carries pretty good. So tonight we have the 99 pineapples with strawberry lemonade. Very nice mixture. We have the grape Skittles. And those taste really grapey. But I did find my nectar collector today. And I've been looking for it. Seriously, it's been like 3 weeks since I've dabbed. And I couldn't find it. I looked for it, couldn't find it. Finally today I was like, I'm finding it. I don't give a shit. So I went to my stuff, didn't find it, and I said, alright, it's gotta be in my car since it's not in my shit. Went through it, my whole car, and found it in my trunk. I mean, it was wrapped up very well, so obviously there was no injuries to it, but I got my nectar collector back. I just replaced my burned some out of propane. This one was empty. And we do have the acid of the last few grams I had in here. So I figured, why not enjoy some dabs while we discuss the departure of respect for any part of the U.S. government. Because Donald Trump has absolutely and unequivocally put Americans in the worst position we've been in decades. The stock market is going to shit. Few people are continuing to hire, and in the industries that they are hiring, you got to have some sort of a college education if you're going to be accepted. So it's hard. You've got over 800,000 people that are working for free and are on furlough as government workers. I mean, there was somebody who, I think it was in Georgia, the state of Georgia in the United States here, that took a handgun, through the airport and took it on board with him. People just, it's making a whole lot of things go bad. And, it's, honestly, I'm kind of wondering when we're going to start a yellow vest movement here in America. It's really about time that we stood up to the government and said, or rather to the president, who is only stopping the government from running because he wants $5.7 billion for a wall. And keep in mind, that $5.7 billion will only provide, you ready for this? 220 miles of border wall or fence, whatever you want to call it. 220 miles. Not the 2,000 miles, but 220 miles is all that will take care of. I mean, there have been so many different media outlets that have had interviews with people that are on the border and have land on that border of U.S. Mexico, and they've repeatedly said, hi Miss Jamie, they've repeatedly said, I don't have an issue with people that I see. Like, we still leave our doors unlocked because it's that safe of an area. Like, people don't bother our belongings, they don't bother us, they aren't here to harm us when people do cross. So there's, there's no room in America for a president that's gonna put our entire country in a situation. Over 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And it's not fun. It's not a fun life at all, And it makes life very difficult for many millions of people. And if we're saying 76% of over 300, it's 308 million or 318 million, maybe even 330 million people that are in the United States. So 76% of that is over 200 million. So literally hundreds of millions of people are being affected by this government shutdown. And it's continuing again because Trump just wants his wall, which, I mean, all it was when he was running was a way for his campaign to get him to remember border security. Was border security wall, border wall, border wall. That was how they trained his mind to remember. It, you gotta dive deeper into what's going on to actually understand what's really going on. And not everybody can, because with all the bullshit that's being spouted by not just fucking POTUS, but a number of different media outlets as well that are Republican oriented, they're all about the right wing. There's always going to be extremists no matter where you go. It's all about how we deal with it. I'm gonna just look on recent news. That's what I'm Googling. Let's see. Recent latest news today. Let's go with that. So, no, let's look at CNN because I trust CNN. Plus, CNN is just pissed off about POTUS as I am. Let's see. Nancy Pelosi just pulled a major power move on Trump. Yes. So Nancy Pelosi stated, well, what she did is she gave a suggestion to POTUS that he not have his State of the Union address on, I believe it's January 29th, unless the government is up and running again. Which I can completely understand that. It costs a lot of money to have all the house in one location. Then you gotta have the designated survivor that's not there, somewhere else in case some shit goes down. It's a very extensive and very costly operation. Whereas he could do like so many other presidents have done, deliver it in writing, and give it to us from the Oval Office. He's still going to get the primetime coverage that he's looking for. He's still going to get what the fuck he wants, but I'm not POTUS. I'm not POTUS. Georgia man wanted to attack the White House. Can you fucking blame him? How was your night, Miss Jamie?
It was good.
Yeah?
What are all these cups?
So I was walking Landry and I found all these Sailor Jerry cups in the sleeve. So yeah, so you're going to have plenty of cups. You don't have to drink out of jars anymore.
I kind of like the jars, but that's okay.
Yeah, but these are great Sailor Jerry cups.
I've seen that before. I don't know what that is, though.
Oh, he was a famous tattoo artist.
Oh.
Okay, so this is something y'all can learn. So Sailor Jerry was a famous tattoo artist that did a lot of the flash work that is in so many different tattoo studios that's just available. Like you can go in and be like, I want that one. And they can just put it out and put it on the size you want and stick it.
What his base was.
Right. So, but he also makes a delicious rum. There's Sailor Jerry rum.
Okay. The real reason why you love it.
Well, I mean, come on. You've seen how many tattoos I have.
That's true too.
So the tattoos are definitely a part of it.
Right.
But I mean, you
The
can't.
rum doesn't hurt.
Right, exactly. The rum just makes it better. So, you know, alcohol and tattoos go hand in hand. Come on.
I believe you.
But how responsible would I be to have left those out for some weirdo to find?
And to pour their weird rum in it.
Right?
And poison the cooks. Also.
That's right. So I figure, you know, at the very worst, we can make a load in the dishwasher with cups, and then we'll know that they're all completely clean. And I gave a set of 4 to Lauren to give to her husband.
Who's Lauren?
Her friend that she left the week.
Oh, Laura.
Yeah, Laura.
That's I didn't know you meant. We should give some to Elaine. This is a lot of cups. We don't have that much room in here.
Oh, believe me, I plan on saving some for myself.
Maybe we can sell some.
But I was thinking like $5 a cup.
10.
I mean, we could probably get 10 if we put if we filled it.
With rum?
No, honestly, if we were to take one of those and shrink wrap it with a single shot of Sailor Jerry's rum, which you could probably pick up for like $1 a shot.
Okay.
And just put it in there. So you have a shot of Sailor Jerry rum with a Sailor Jerry cup. Then we could probably get 10 for it.
And who would buy it?
I don't know.
Maybe the tamale woman could sell.
Oh my God.
The two of them.
Tamales! And Sailor Jerry cups. So there's this woman around here that makes tamales, okay? And at night you can hear her even with all your doors and windows shut. And she's blocks away. Not just like kind of down the street, but literally 2 or 3 blocks away. And all she does is stand in one spot, set up shop, and just yells, tamales! But loud as you can imagine. It's like she's got a megaphone in her throat.
Do you want to look upstairs? You're wearing your sweater. Must mean you want
I tried to take her down. We got to the bottom of the stairs, and she didn't move.
She can be a pain.
Yeah.
Well, why does she have her sweater on? Is she going out or?
Well, she went out earlier, and she just likes to wear it.
Oh, okay. You want to come out again?
Go. You can leave it open. She'll probably go out on the porch.
Okay, well I'll close the thing then. So, Mr.
Oh, she won't get out.
No, I'm not worried about her. I'm worried about Lou.
Oh. Good call. Oh shit. All right. So what else? Giuliani can't say if Trump campaign aides colluded. Trump also colluded because there's a lot of evidence that says a lot of bad things. Romeo, the world's loneliest frog, may have finally found a Juliet that can save his species. The world's most popular coffee species are going extinct. Rihanna files suit against her dad. Steve Carell to star in Space Force show. John Bogle dies at 89. That's a bit of a loss. Trump deletes tweet after geography gaffe. Who gives a fuck? Miss Kara.
Yeah.
Would you possibly be interested at some point in doing the use of different medication that some doctors may deem inappropriate while others deem it the only thing qualified to fix? You know, like doctors that suggest the use of things like ayahuasca, mushrooms, ketamine, these types of things, and the different effects that they're used to treat. Would you be interested in possibly being my guest?
It. I'm really camera shy.
It would basically just be you and I having a conversation and letting it go wherever it goes. And
yeah, in front of everybody on Facebook.
No, I don't put it on Facebook. It would be on YouTube.
Oh, even worse. Let me think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so we have a possibility. So definitely comment below if you'd like to see that. That way, you know, she can see that, you know, there is a call for people that are interested in it. Well, hello, Miss Maggles. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see. Trump, Syria, Morass.
All they want, huh? 'Cause it's $5.
YouTube
Piece of-
bans dangerous pranks and challenges.
But I don't know how much longer it goes on.
They're really making another Ghostbusters.
Huh.
The remake was shit.
Didn't they make one, the female Ghostbusters?
Exactly, it was shit.
Why? Because it was women?
Yeah.
And women can't be Ghostbusters?
No, because they're not the original fucking Ghostbusters. They're not Dan Aykroyd and fucking John Candy and what's his name? The tall, skinny, lanky motherfucker.
Yeah. He didn't,
You know who I'm talking about.
you know.
They were not the original Ghostbusters. You cannot remake Ghostbusters.
Let go of the past.
No. The past is everything, man.
Past is history. There's nothing to gain but your future.
Stogies are up here. So what I'm gonna do, I know there isn't a whole lot of battery left, because I've been using my phone for all kinds of shit. But I think I have enough. And I can Here we go. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We got a nice. So again, this is the longest shutdown and of the government in United States history. And I can remember all the shit that Trump talked to and about Obama for, I think it was the 16 days that he had the government shut down. And he's keeping it shut down and screwing up so many different people's lives just so he can get a fucking wall. A fucking wall that top officials have told him would be less effective than other modern technological measures. I'm sorry, but we have a president that's incapable of running the fucking country. He has colluded with another country that affected the outcome of the 2016 election. He's going to be fucking subpoenaed. He's going to lie to Mueller. He's going to lie to the jury and to the judge. He's going to commit perjury. He's going to screw himself because he's a fucking dipshit and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's been riding the coattails of his daddy his entire life, and that is the problem. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And he'll never know what the fuck he's doing until he's told, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. By more than just the Democrats. If his fucking party stands before him and says, look, you've been fucking up. You really don't know what you're doing. And you've compromised the integrity of our whole nation and our border, our security, this, that, the other. He's fucked it all up. And he's gonna have to stand before somebody someday and face the fucking music. And I can't wait until that day. He has completely taken his position for granted. And I think that's something you know as well as I do. You don't elect somebody to the highest level of office in a country that's never held any kind of public office in their life. You don't do that. There's a reason that it never happened before. Granted, Ronald Reagan, but Jesus Christ, I thought we had learned our lesson, you know? It just... Why can't we have Jimmy Carter back? Huh? Damn, why can't we have Clinton back? I'd like to see Bill back in the office. Why can't we have Biden run for president and have Obama as his vice president? That would be completely legal. Why are we in for that? The level of stupidity that so many Americans have sunk to is incredulous to me. It really is. I can't believe half the shit that's going on. And it surprises me that Americans who are supposed to be all about their freedoms are willing to allow so much to interfere with our freedoms and not interfere with our rights and interfere with what we're legally able and not able to do. It has an effect on us all, you know. 2019's not starting off well for the United States as a whole. Hopefully it's going to get a little bit better. My plan is to move into a place at the start of next month. Start that going, you know, with having my own spot rather than posting up with friends. It's, again, really, really, really nice of them to take care of me and offer me that helping hand. You know, it's a spot on the couch. You know, I'm doing everything I can to make everything as comfortable as possible for them. So if ever you're in this situation, please know there are a lot of things you can do to make things easier and less stressful for the people that you're staying with, i.e., keeping your area clean, regularly taking showers and cleaning up after yourself. If they have laundry facilities, especially that you don't have to pay, do your laundry regularly. That way you don't have dirty clothes laying around. Clean up after yourself. I being a chef, I've been cooking a lot of meals. Tonight, I think, is the first night in about a week that I haven't cooked. That's because Kara took me out. I had pizza, she had lasagna. But again, I've been cooking pretty much every night to make things more comfortable. Going to the store when I have to, you know, cleaning up after myself, taking my dog out and everything, being responsible. There is a way that you can make people content with you invading their space. I hate to use that terminology, but in essence, that's what it is when you're on somebody's couch because you're in a negative situation. But it's short time. Hopefully I can make it as painless as possible. I'm going to continue doing what I need to do. Hopefully you're going to continue doing what you need to do to better your life and make yourself more successful. If you need any suggestions on how to get through a few things, feel free to message me. Feel free to contact me, leave a message. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinions are, because I'm always interested to know what the people that are watching me are also thinking. So, I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight. It has been a pleasure, and I'll try to not be on such a long hiatus next time. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a good night. As usual, keep your head up and stay stoned. Peace.